Hi everyone, this is Peter. Today I'm going to talk about the LG SN7R 35 inches 5.1.2 channel high resolution home theater sound system with Dolby Atmos. Okay, this is from Costco, of course. The regular price is $500, which is $499, but currently there is a $200 discount, so the price right now is about $300. Okay, whether the price is a good price or not, I let you decide it. But I'm going to share my experience. So I'm gonna cover what is included, unboxings, how to connect or how I connect, how to connect to make sure that your TV or your television detect it as the Dolby stereo system, which is we are talking about 5.1 here. Okay, because if your system doesn't detect it as a 5.1, it won't send the 5.1 signal to your sound system, so you are not going to get the 5.1. You're gonna get stereo only. And I'm going to show you how you can use Netflix to verify that for you easily. From my experience, those video like 5.1 testing from YouTube doesn't work. Okay, I'm not sure why it doesn't work. Whether YouTube send 5.1 system or not, I'm not sure. Okay, but it doesn't work for me. It may work or may not work for you. I'm not going to comment on that. But I'm going to share with you what working, okay, or what works for me and how I connect it. First of all, let's look at this system. Okay, it's a 500 watt output, Dolby Atmos. When compared to another similar system, which is from Samsung with the same price right now, that one doesn't have Dolby Atmos. That one have DTS-X though, however, and I haven't tried to compare it yet. Okay, and this one 4K and Dolby Vision's video pass-through. And it includes optical cable, which is the optic cable. However, it's kind of, in my experience, again, your experience may be different, and if you can make it work, let me know. Please share it with me. But from my experience, the optical cable doesn't work. What I mean is that when I connect the soundbar with the optical cable to my LG television, it doesn't detect it as the Dolby of the 5.1 system. Therefore, the Netflix doesn't detect that, Netflix doesn't know that, and it doesn't send the 5.1 to my system. So I have to connect the ARC port between the television to the ARC port on the soundbar using a HDMI cable. So you will need an HDMI cable, and you may order from Amazon, and if you could, please use the link that I am provided in the description. I really appreciate that. Let's unboxing what is included in the box. Of course, it's the soundbar, the center, the left channel, and the right channel, and it should be 35 inches long, as it said, that's 35 inches. Okay, and one subwoofer, wireless subwoofers, which is nice if you don't want to run a wire across your room or within your room for whatever reason. That's why the wireless system is nice. Okay, but I'm not sure if there is a really good wireless system or not, but my wire system sound better. Okay, I honestly have to tell you that. And there is a one wireless receiver for the surround or for the rear speakers or for the surround speaker. Okay, this is the wireless receiver for the surround sound and the two surround speakers with of course the left channel and the right channel for the for the surround. So totally you get 5 pieces of hardware, 1 2 3 4 5, and you get of course an optical cable and also the 2 cables to connect the surround speakers to the controller, okay, to the surround sound controller. And this is how I connect it. Okay, I have to connect the two surround speaker to the wireless receiver, okay, in the back. And you may use the, if you notice, the cable have two wires, right? And one wire with the black indicator, so you may use the black indicator as the negative pole. It depends, it doesn't matter, okay? But the what matter is that you have to connect negative to negative, positive to positive, and that is what matter. Then you connect your ARC port between the soundbar and your television, and of course you have to make sure that you select output from your television through ARC port, okay? And you have to make sure that to set the function or the mode on your soundbar to ARC port as well. Okay, once you connect them together, you can go to Netflix, okay, and you may pick like a movie which has Dolby Atmos or Dolby 5.1 sound system. For example, you may choose Quantum of Solace. Why not, right? It's like a good action movie, at least to me. Okay, and once you select a movie, if you connect it correctly, you will see that the movie language 5.1 has to be available, has to show up. If it doesn't show up when you go to the language and select like a sound system, if it doesn't show up 5.1, it just show regularly or doesn't select 5.1, that means you may not connect your system to your television correctly, or you may not set the function correctly. So this is easy way to set it right. And another way to tell whether or not it's really sent 5.1 signal to your system is that if it is 5.1, you should not hear the vocal. For example, if the actors or the actors in front of your television, right, in the middle of your television, speak something, there should be no vocal sound from your surround speakers. Okay, if you hear the vocal sound or the speaking sound or the speaking voice come from the surround sound speaker, that means it's not correct. Okay, the vocal sound, I mean, if the actors or the actors is in front of your television, the sound should come from the center channel only, or come from the front only. It should never come from the back. Okay, if it comes from the back, check to make sure that it is set to 5.1, and also check to make sure that the mode on the soundbar set to AI or the theater. It doesn't matter if you set to AI or the theater. If it is 5.1 Dolby, there should be no vocal sound from the surround speakers. Okay, and that is it. So I already cover unboxing and cover how to connect. And what about my review? I think at $300 is about okay. The price is okay for the quality of the sound. I mean, if you don't have room to put like the bigger system, right? I dedicate this receiver or amplifier. Sometimes we call it amplifier or the receiver. If you don't have a room to put that in your room, or whatever, you don't want to run wire, because this one is wireless, right? So it will be perfect. I mean, it will be okay for you, because if you want to get a better sound quality, you should have the external amplifier or external receiver, and run wire, with a good quality wire. And of course, you have to run from the center for the left, for the right, for the bass system, and for the rear speaker. So you decide by yourself whether or not you will be happy with an okay sound with the wireless system. Doesn't take a lot of space in your room. It look nice. Or if you really serious about the better quality of the sound, then you may want to maybe spend a little more money, get external receiver with the speakers, some wires, and set up and run it by yourself. Okay, and thank you for watching. If you have any question, if there is any question that you think I may be able to help answer, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. You have a good day. Bye.